Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to another Wild Rift video. And in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the new patch notes for patch 3.4. I have never seen any of this yet, but I've heard some crazy things about it. Like a lot of people are saying there are some crazy changes, crazy reworks, items, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, let's read through it. First of all, Gwen. Gwen is the champion with the scissors that you guys saw, right? Like the cool champion with the scissors. She's coming out very, very soon, like basically today at night. And yeah, we'll see how she goes, right? Like, I'm excited to be making some gameplay videos on Gwen, and we'll see. Another champion that's coming out is Yone, or Yone, however the hell you pronounce his name. It's a half-brother of Yasuo, and his playstyle really looks similar, like Yasuo as well. He's coming out on September 22nd, however, so a week after. So, new feature. We're making some updates too and expanding on champion score. Oh, that's, when you play a champion a lot, you get champion score. Previously, you were able to only earn mastery for each champion, but now you'll also be able to earn mastery for each role. So you get the mastery for each role. So like it shows you that you're a very good dragon lane or a very good support, for example. Oh, interesting. But if you hover over the support role, it will also show the 3 champions you have the highest mastery on. Okay. You'll be able to share your role score to... Alright, I guess. Honestly, guys, I really don't care about guilds. Like, I'm not even going to read through that. I'm so sorry, guys. We've received some feedback that sometimes pings are difficult to use. I guess. So we're adding a new system option. The aiming and targeting of it is different from what we currently have. This new system is something that you'll be able to opt into and can't wait to hear your feedback. Let us know if it makes pings smoother to use. Okay, interesting. Currently, players who get the final blow on a killing flow get the credit for the kill with a banner. But often their teammates help them get these kills by setting up the play or assisting them in some way. So this patch, we're also adding assisting champion icons to the kill banners. So you'll see like champion slain and then Brand got the kill, but then also assisted by Malphite and Master Yi, for example. Like you'll see the little icon below. That's pretty nice. That's actually very nice. I like that. Now your Leona who CC'd your foe for a year will also get the credit they earned in the banner right next to you. I like this change a lot. That's nice. Wild Pass. The bonus award is the Wild Pass Imperium. Blah, 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 blah. I guess we get Superman Jace, right? Like that's the skin that's in... Yeah, Superhero Jace. Which is supposedly an amazing skin. I saw some videos of it and it's absolutely amazing. A new game mode is coming, guys. Duel. It's a 1v1 game mode. For a limited time, you'll be able to hop into the Howling Abyss and duke it out in a true 1v1 duel without any pesky supports trying to interfere. We want an even fight, so we do have a few rules. You spawn 8 minutes into the game. The initial radius of the shrinking circle will cover the whole map. It will wait 30 seconds, then it will begin shrinking. The circle will complete shrinking at 9 minutes and 30 seconds, and the final radius is 5 meters. There will be continuous damage if you're outside the circle. Once the shrinking circle appears, the next death a champion will end the game for the killer's victory. Wow. In order to claim the victory, you must either kill the enemy champion 2 times before shrinking circle appears, or kill the enemy 1 time after the shrinking circle appears. Okay. Destroy the... yeah, it's 3 conditions. Or destroy the first turret. All champions are unlocked. Yeah, 3 sets of Scar's Broom. And each player will start with 500 gold. I love this. This is gonna be so amazing for streamers especially. I may do some of this as well, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Updates to ARAM. The existing ARAM is unrolled. Anything interesting? Nah, really nothing interesting right here. Let's see. Champion changes. Okay, let's get into it. Akali, I think she's getting buffed. Players who have been picking Akali, even the invested Akali mates have been struggling to make her succeed, even when they perfectly execute their plays. So we're giving her some small buffs to help her take down her opposition. This is a nice one, 30 extra health at level 1. And more energy gained during her second ability. This is nice. Like now she'll actually be able to use her first ability more often after she uses her second ability to get more energy, right? These are actually nice changes. Like very subtle buff, but I feel like this is not too much. This is just good. Jace is 100% getting a buff, by the way. Players who haven't put as much time into Jace haven't been able to take advantage of his hammer form. So we're making it a little more forgiving to stay in the cannon form. This should ease some of Jace's mastery curve and help you to nail those plays with your hammers. You get more mana recovery. So like you're not as reliant on your hammer for the mana recovery. The third ability on the ranged thingy, the acceleration, the cooldown gets reduced. This is actually pretty big because this is how you do the empowered first ability with the big poke damage. So this is actually a pretty substantial buff to Jace. Pretty nice. Jin, please tell me Jin is getting buffed, guys. Please tell me Jin is getting buffed. We've been looking for ways to adjust Jin so that he can have more agency. Okay, I'm not laughing. Throughout the game, more agency throughout the game. The increased root duration on deadly flourish that were previously adjusted hasn't helped much in this area. I mean, honestly, I kinda did like this, but okay. So we're reverting that change and instead of giving it a shorter cast time for higher reliability. I don't like this. No. You know what happens here? This is a buff for low-skilled Jhin players, but this is kind of a nerf to high-skilled Jhin players. Because the high-skilled Jhin players can pretty much always hit their second ability anyways. So now the root duration is going to be lower. I suppose now, because instead of it being 11 frames, it's now 9 frames, you're gonna be able to hit it more easily without actually CCing the enemy. So we'll see. We're gonna have to see how this feels. But I would have preferred to just see this change and them keeping the root duration. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe this is good. Kill. Kill is getting a buff, right? Like obviously Kill is getting a buff. While Kill has excelled at tipping the skills for her team and winning games, she hasn't been satisfying to play for most players. We're adjusting some of the baseline power Kill has and giving her more sustain in lane. This will allow her to have a more forgiving laning phase, but a less powerful late game. Okay, particularly with her attack damage builds. Her passive hit damage from 12, 16, 20, 24, plus 15 ability power, it goes down, so they're nerfing the passive damage. The second ability healing goes up by a little bit. The passive, yet again, the same thing. It goes down. No buffs. And the ultimate is nerfed as well. Kill is getting nerfed. Kill is getting nerfed. What? Wait. From 12, 16, 20, 24 to 12, 15, 18, 21. Plus 15, 15. Kill is getting nerfed. Yes, Kill is literally getting nerfed. She's already a useless champion. Well, she's not useless, but she's already a horrible champion and she's getting nerfed. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. The fact that they're nerfing Kill. The ultimate nerf. Look at how big this is. This is insane. God. Like Zed's ultimate has like a 15-second cooldown. And then this ultimate is going to be on like a 50, 55-second cooldown. Maybe even 60, depending on how much ability haste you have. That's crazy. No, it's actually even longer because you don't really build much ability haste on Kill. Wow. Leona. I actually have no idea. I don't know. Despite recent buffs, Leona is still falling behind compared to other supports in the Dragon Lane. To give her more opportunities to shine during teamfights, we're buffing the stun duration on her ultimate. Oh my god, that's a long stun. They keep buffing Leona. 1.75 seconds, the slow and stun duration. I don't know, guys. That seems like a long ass duration. Whoo. Alright, I mean, I don't want to say Leona's gonna be broken, but that's a long duration. Like, you can really just stun the backline of the enemy. Like, if you're up against a Nami or something, you can just hit her so easily because the range is already insanely big. Stun the Nami for 1.75 seconds, root her, stun her again, and she's just gonna die. Like, it's crazy. Samira is definitely getting a nerf. Since her release, Samira has been struggling? Samira has been struggling. To help her out, we're giving her a much needed tune-up so that she can shine in style along her peers. Samira is getting a buff? What? What? No way! More health at level 1, 40 more health. More health per level. So at max level, you're gonna have 140 more health. More magic damage on her passive if you get into melee range. And this is a massive buff, especially early game. And more attack damage ratio on her first ability in the late game. Okay. Okay. So Samira is even tankier now. So you go for Black Cleaver, Ultimate Shield, and then this as well. She's gonna be absolutely unkillable during her ultimate. This is crazy. Why? Wait, what? How is Samira not performing? I don't understand. Oh, I guess we just have to move on. Seth, I think, is getting a buff. I think. Seth has fallen behind other fighters, yeah. Especially in higher levels of play. To set him up for success, haha. We're beefing up the bonus attack damage ratio associated with his Haymak active. Second ability, attack damage converted ratio for expanded grid, 15% bonus to 20%. So his second ability skills more with attack damage, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's what the change is. It just does more damage if you build a lot of attack damage. Shyvana, I think, is getting nerfed. After the recent adjustments we made to Shyvana, she's in a good place overall. But we feel like her ultimate upgrade could be a bit more exciting. To some fire to it, we're swapping out the bonus health for Omnivamp. While in Dragon form, instead of getting bonus health, you get 15% Omnivamp. Oh my god. That is insane. Wait a minute though. When you reach 400 stacks, it means you do true damage with your third ability, which means you don't do magic damage, which means you're gonna be getting a little bit less Omnivamp. But still, 15% Omnivamp. That's insane. Oh my god, that is insane. This is a buff. This is not an adjustment. This is a buff. Scion. Very, very obviously, Scion is getting an absolute massive nerf. So let's take a look at what they nerfed. I mean, if he's getting buffed, then I won't believe it. Scion has been stronger and more effective in the jungle than we anticipated. In the jungle. Guys, what are you talking about, please? In lane as well. And while we aren't saying sayonara, sayonara means bye-bye. I think in Korean, not sure which language, but I think it's Korean. We're cutting away some of that power. We're also smoothing out some of the bizarre interactions with Unstoppable Onslaught to make it behave more as a Scion player would expect. Bonus health gained from killing minions and small monsters from 6 to 5. Okay, so he's gonna have less health. A bonus health gained from large monsters from 20 to 15. Alright, okay. And champion kills and stuff like that. I guess this is nice. This is not gonna kill him, but this is nice. First ability does a little bit less damage to monsters. I guess that's nice too, so you can't clear out jungle as fast. And movement speed is kept at 800 during his ultimate. That's also pretty nice because his ultimate made him way too fast. Scion is still gonna be insanely strong. This is not enough of a nerf. Like, this is definitely not enough. It's a nice nerf, but it's not enough. Tristana is getting nerfed. She feels really strong now. Previous buffs went a little over the board for Tristana, yeah. So we're bringing the cooldown on rapid fire back to where it was. We're also looking to make adjustments to the default controls for Tristana around her explosive charge to both improve the feels around the spell and make Tristana more accessible. First ability cooldown goes up by 2 seconds. Makes sense, like you could spam the hell out of this one, especially in the late game. Third ability, oh, it's now better. If you tap casting when up prioritize turrets over minions. Nice. So like if you just tap on it, it instantly goes on the turret instead of on the minions. Like it happened many times to me where I tapped it and it just goes on a minion. Tristana will not prioritize targets with her bombs. Okay, I guess. Oh, so if you put a bomb on a target and you just click on the attack button, it will prioritize the target with the bomb instead of the target that's the lowest. I've had this issue as well. So these are actually very nice quality of life changes for Tristana. Varus definitely getting buffed. Recent changes have left Varus weak overall, so we're giving him some extra damage that should be effective for attack-oriented build. Yeah, okay. So per level, he's getting 0.95 more attack damage. So at level 15, he's going to be having 14.5, something like that, 14 point something more attack damage. All right, nice. I think Yasuo is getting buffed. He feels a bit underwhelming. Yasuo is performing below our expectations, yes, after recent nerfs. So we're increasing his scaling attack damage to amp up his power in the later stage of the game. Same story as Varus. He's getting more attack damage per level. So like on the max level, he's gonna have 13 extra attack damage. Please tell me that Yuumi is getting a massive nerf again. Yuumi has been in an unfortunate position since her release. Funny. Where she's been frustrating for many players to go up against, but not particularly good at winning games. So she's frustrating to play, but not good. That's what they're saying. She also required a lot of in and out gameplay that Yuumi players weren't attached to. So we're trying a different approach with the cat for this version. Yuumi is now no longer tied to her passive to restore mana to fuel her massive mana cost for a heal, but will generally have less power, particularly out of combat. She will also have more frequent poke earlier in the game, but won't be able to use her passive shield to mitigate enemy harassment as much. Okay. The goal of these changes is to make Yuumi less frustrating to play against, but allow Yuumi enjoyers to feel more comfortable, enhancing their allies of choice without feeling immense pressure to constantly buff her foes to get the most out of the patch. So what they're meaning is like, now you constantly have to get out of your ally to get that mana, get the shield and all of that, right? And they're changing that. So they're increasing the passive cooldown by quite a lot, like by 6 seconds here, by 5 seconds, 4 and 3. So just across the board, very big increase of cooldown. The shield value is getting nerfed as well. Instead of 35% ability power scaling, it goes to 25% ability power scaling. So full AP Yumi builds are really not going to be that good anymore because you don't scale with AP as well anymore. They removed the mana restoration. The first ability does less damage now, less scaling damage. Yeah, less empowered damage as well. It scales less. But the cooldown is getting reduced in the early game, but it's the same in the late game. Overall, a pretty substantial nerf to Yumi. Like the Luden's Echo build is getting nerfed so hard here. Second ability is also getting nerfed. Oh, this feels so good. They're just nerfing it. Like in the late game, they're nerfing it by 2%, which is actually pretty massive. Pretty massive. So like Yumi is not as good anymore. She's gonna give like 10% less damage. It's crazy. And then also, the bonus ability power is getting nerfed. And then also, the third ability gives you less movement speed. Let's go! Screw Yumi, guys. Just keep nerfing this stupid champion. ARAM changes. No one really cares about ARAM. I mean, you can look at it real quick if you want to. But yeah, I mean... Alright. Gameplay changes. So what's all this about? Relic Shield. This is a new enchantment? Oh no, this is a new item. This is a support item. Relic Shield. Unique passive. While near an allied minion, attacks consume a charge to execute minions below 50%, 30% of range of their max health. Killing a minion grants yourself 125% of the kill gold. Grants the nearest allied champion 100% of the kill gold and heals you for 15 up to 65, depending on level. Yeah. And a 50% of the minion gold you earn this way is applied to your quest. These effects recharge every 20 seconds. Max 3 charges. Earn 50% less gold from killing minions and monsters. And 100% bonus gold from nearby minions your allies don't kill. And earn 1 bonus gold per 3 seconds. Essentially, you have to buy this item as a support. Or this one, I guess. We'll see what this one does. This one gives 100 health, by the way, as well. Another unique passive quest. Earn 500 gold from this item to upgrade to Targon's Buckler. This item only upgrades while out of combat. Oh, so it upgrades into this item. And this item gives you 50 more health and 5 ability haste. And then it does the same thing, I guess. Yeah, it literally does the exact same thing, but it just gives you 5 ability haste and 50 bonus health. And then you have to earn another 500 gold from this item to upgrade it to another item. And that other item gives you another 50 health and another 5 ability haste. And instead of giving you 1 bonus gold per 3 seconds, it gives you 2 bonus gold per 3 seconds. And what is Spellcraft? Oh, this belongs to this item. Kills and assists against enemy champions. Refresh the total cooldown of your enchantment by 40%. So if you have an enchanter like Locket, Enchant, or Redemption, if you kill or get an assist on the enemy, it reduces the total cooldown of your enchantment by 40%. Damn. So essentially you have to get this item. You have to get this item as a support then, huh? Oh man, my neck. 1 second. Alright. You are limited to only 1 support quest item at a time. Yeah, makes sense. New. Spectral, Cycle, Harrowing, Crescent, and Black Mist Sight. What the hell is all this about? Oh, this is the second support item. Quest items for supports are now available in World. If you're familiar with the support queues items in League of Legends PC, I am not. Transformative items, blah, blah, blah. So this item costs 500 gold, same as this one. It doesn't actually... it gives you attack damage or ability power, adaptive. So whatever you have the most of. Unique passive. While near an allied champion, damaging abilities and attacks against champions or structures grant 30 gold. These effects recharge every 10 seconds. So it depends on your champion which one you want to get, I suppose. Yeah. And then earn 50% less gold from killing minions and monsters. Earn 100% bonus gold from nearby minions your allies don't kill. And earn 1 bonus... Wait. Earn 50% less gold from killing minions. And monsters earn 100% bonus gold from nearby minions your allies don't kill. I don't really fully understand what this means, to be honest. Earn 1 bonus gold per 3 seconds. Yeah, same. Quest. Earn up to 500 gold to upgrade it to Harrowing Crescent. So then it upgrades to this item, which gives you 5 ability haste and more attack damage or ability power. And then it's the same thing here. And then earn 500 gold to upgrade again. And then it gives you 20 attack damage and 40 ability power and 10 ability haste. And this item only costs 500 gold, by the way. So you really have to get one of the two as a support. 100%. Like 100%. And then this one, same. Yeah, this one is the same thing. Removed Hextech Mega Drive. Yeah, Hextech Mega Drive is useless. It makes sense they're removing it. It's absolutely useless. New Meteor Enchant. Meteor Enchant is basically the damage part of the Redemption. You guys know Redemption, when you put it down, it does true damage. This is the Meteor Enchant is that thing. Like that, only the damage part. It costs 500 gold. Okay. Target location within 30 range. After 2.5 seconds delay, a meteor will fall. Dealing... Oh, no. It's better than the Redemption. It does 25% of the enemy's health as magic damage. Damn. So it does a lot against squishies, actually. That's quite a lot. Oh, of the enemy's current health, I assume. Not max health. So it's like very good to start off the fight, because you'll chunk down the enemies a lot. Against monsters, this deals a maximum of 500 damage. Okay. So against dragons and barons, it does 500 damage. Okay, that's insane. So I guess you could go for it as a jungler and you could use it to smite. Cannot be... Oh, you can't cast it while you're dead. So it's not like Redemption, sad. New, Protect Enchant. Protect is a new enchant designed to enhance champion abilities, rather than provide an alternative avenue for defending themselves or their team. With its strong amplifications for lower cooldown spells, it is much more powerful at protecting singular targets with individual heals or shields rather than an entire team. Grant the next heal or shield ability you use within 3 seconds 100 to 25% increased. Oh, 100 plus 25% increased heal and shield power based on its cooldown. If your ability is on a short cooldown, you get a larger amount of heal or shield power. Oh, the cooldown is always the same. So like if you give a Soraka heal, it's gonna be like doubled. But if you give, if you do like Mundo Ultimate, I assume it's not gonna be as big because the cooldown is much longer. How broken is this gonna be with Mundo's Ultimate? Actually, now I just thought about it. How like it does so much more healing with Mundo. And if you go for Spirit Visage as well, oh my god, that's insane. Wait, 0 to 20-second cooldown. I don't fully understand. Oh no, the cooldown changes. No. What they mean here is the cooldown is always 90 seconds, but if the ability that you're enhancing has a cooldown between 0 and 20 seconds, it increases it by 100%. If the cooldown of the ability you're buffing is between 20 and 40 seconds, it buffs it by 50%. If the cooldown of the ability that you're using is above 40 seconds, then it's 25% of the increased heal or shield power. Because ultimate abilities are generally very strong, that's why it's less, less power. They're removing Athene's Unholy Grail. RIP. It has been an extremely powerful item for a while now that has offered a few enchanters a way to get extra value from interacting directly with enemy champions. We like the idea of this type of payoff, but we don't like how narrow Athene's requirements of having to deal high damage to your opponents and also frequently heal or shield allies is. So we're putting Imperial Mandate in this slot instead. Okay, so what item is coming instead? Imperial Mandate is coming in to add a new and exciting mechanic that will reward mages and enchanters for interacting with their opponents. We're looking to enable more aggressive play out of both mages and enchanters in the support position with this item. It costs 2500 gold. It gives you 40 attack ability power, 20 ability haste, and 200 health. The passive is abilities that slow or immobilize a champion deal 4745 bonus magic damage. I assume it's gonna be 45 up to 75. And marks them for 4 seconds. So you do bonus damage and you mark them. 6-second cooldown per champion. Ally champion's damage detonates the mark, dealing an additional amount of damage and granting you both movement speed. How broken is this going to be on Morgana, by the way? You just build Rylai's Scepter on Morgana and then you build this item. How about Singed, actually? Rylai's Scepter and then you go for this item as well. You're gonna... Yeah, that's insane. It's actually insane. This is a pretty insane item. I feel like this is not only an enchanter item. I feel like this is also kind of a cinched item. They're removing Hextech Gunblade. Oh, they're removing Hextech Gunblade. I hate this item, to be honest. Like, it's such a stupid item. The burst item. It really doesn't make much sense. It gives you attack damage and ability power. It makes, like, no sense to me. So, yeah, I get it. Instead, they're putting Riftmaker in the game. We're not seeing anything for Riftmaker here yet. New, Cosmic Drive. Wild Rift's AP system has long been lacking a strong option for picking up ability haste outside of early mana itemization. So we're adding in our own take on Cosmic Drive. This item not only offers a massive amount of haste by itself, but the movement speed granted when hitting enemy champions also scales with haste to enable some speedy builds when you invest into the maximum haste zoom build. This item costs 2900 gold, gives you 70 ability power, 30 ability haste, 5% movement speed. The passive is damaging active abilities and empowered attacks on an enemy champion grant you 30 plus 70% of your ability haste, movement speed decaying over 2 seconds. Wow. Subsequent triggers of spell weaver from different sources refresh the buff duration and reset the movement speed value to the maximum. Each source has a 1 second cooldown. That feels insane as well. Like, so much movement speed. This makes you so unbelievably fast. Like Oriana. I mean, damn. She's gonna be hella fast with this, actually. Wow. That's crazy. She's gonna be hella fast with this. Okay. New item, Riftmaker. Riftmaker is an item from League of Legends PC system that we're bringing into Wild Rift as a way for AP fighters and AP mages to access vamp and bonuses for sustained fight. 3000 gold gives you 70 ability power, 150 health, 15 ability haste, and 15% Omni Vamp. So not magic vamp, Omni Vamp. Magic damage and attack damage. Okay. Insane item for kill, by the way. You go Nashor's Tooth, Riftmaker, Rabadon's Deathcap. Actually, absolutely crazy. Oh, it has more. It has more. For each second in combat with champions, you deal 3% bonus damage, stacking up to 3 times for a maximum of 9%. While this effect is fully stacked, convert 100% of the bonus damage into true damage. What? So this item is really meant for the sustaining fights. Like, you want to fight for a long time with this item because then you're going to be doing true damage. Damn. That's crazy. Wow. Whew. They're removing Umbro Glaive. I mean, no one even built Umbro Glaive. This item made absolutely no sense. So yeah, makes sense. New, Serpent's Fang. Another item, guys. Serpent's Fang is a long requested feature that's finally here. A way to counter shields. Oh, finally! Finally a counter to shields. This armor penetration item gives AD assassins a sharp utility output that can situationally make them a highly valuable counter to shielding compositions. This will also allow for a situational reason why some other classes may want to dip their toes into the AD assassin system. 3000 gold, it gives you 50 attack damage, which is a lot, 12 armor penetration, and 10 ability haste. Shield Reaver is the passive. Dealing damage to an enemy champion injects them with venom for 3 seconds, reducing any shields they gain within the duration. If you're melee, it's 50%. If you're ranged, it's 35%. And if the target was not already afflicted by the venom, reducing all of their active shields by the same amount. Wow, this is amazing. This is such a massive counter to Sona, to Karma, to, you know, to all the champions that build Stoneplate Enchant. Oh, to Scion. This is a counter to Nautilus. Oh, this is such a necessary item. Thank you. Thank you for this item. Oh, God. I kept asking for it. Like, shields are so broken. Sure, we have anti-heal, but we don't have anti-shield. But now we do. Now we do. Amazing. Frozen Heart is probably getting buffed, right? There, yeah, it just gives more ability. It's from 25 to 30. It's actually a pretty nice buff, actually. Stylish Seed Jar. We've heard feedback from players that they want to have the ability to make more spontaneous plays with Seed Jar. So we're slashing the time it takes for the seeds to grow. Oh, nice. Instead of 3 seconds for the seeds to grow, it now only takes 1 second. So if you pick up the honey fruit, you can put it down in 1 second and your allies can already start taking the heal. Locket Enchant. For a while now, Locket has been significantly more powerful compared to other enchants. I kinda agree. Even when it's not being used optimally, its ability to provide hundreds or even thousands of extra health in shield value during a teamfight made it outperform other enchants by a mile. Yeah, makes sense. Even when they were getting maximum value, we're looking to make Locket less applicable to every situation. So it is being changed into a magic damage shield to preserve its primary identity as an anti-AoE tool, while also limiting its usage as a powerful button to press at any point during a point. Yeah, exactly. You could literally just click on the Locket and it would provide so much value. Now it changed from generic to magic damage shield. I guess that's nice. Sure. Protector's Vow. That's the green item that no one really builds anymore. We're significantly reducing the cooldown of Protector's Vow to reduce its impact when it gets removed with random poke. Okay. Yeah, because you could remove it so easily with random poke, you know, the Protector's Vow. We're also specializing the item more by removing the ability power ratio. Okay. And movement speed, which were low impact. In return, we're increasing its health ratio to make the item a more attractive pickup for tanks. The cooldown goes from 30 seconds to 20 seconds. The shield scales much higher with health, but not with ability power anymore. Shield priority, closest ally. Now it's the lowest health ally. And no movement speed. This is good. I feel like this is going to make the item viable. Like if you're up against an Evelyn, this item is going to be your go-to. Like if you're a tank, this is your absolute go-to item when you're up against an Evelyn. Because like, when she tries to assassinate your ally, this will instantly trigger and you don't even have to react. So this is such a good change to the item. Like these are the types of items we need to be good against, you know, champions like Evelyn. Redemption enchant. They're changing it. It doesn't do damage anymore, but the delay goes from 2.5 seconds to 1.5 seconds. So the healing is much faster. Repulsor enchant. Repulsor isn't living up to its intended purpose of countering melee divers, and it's only mediocre at its secondary purpose of splitting up the enemy team. To lend this item a hand, we're adding a burst of movement speed to Repulsor to make it more useful for kiting and escaping. After knocking back a champion, gained 30% movement speed for 3 seconds, and the cooldown goes from 90 seconds to 60 seconds. Okay, interesting. Sunfire Cape. Sunfire Cape has been a dominant pick among the other... Oh, that's the item, Sunfire... wait, Sunfire Aegis, right? Not Sunfire Cape. Sunfire Aegis. Wait, what? Sunfire Cape. Oh. Yeah, it's Sunfire Aegis in Wild Rift. Sunfire Cape, Sunfire Aegis has been a dominant pick. Basically, it does less damage to minions and monsters now. It does the same damage to enemy champions. It's just slower at clearing jungle and stuff like that. Okay, that's good. So you can't just build it on jungle and still have an insanely fast jungle clickers. It still skills so well the bonus damage. Ability power item system change. Oh, there's more changes now. Wild Rift AP itemization has stagnated towards simpler build paths that revolve around getting an early death cap and having a meaningful amount of health. Yeah, we want there to be more viable options in the first few slots for both mages and AP assassins. And we also want opting into defensive stats to be more of an intentional choice rather than an incidental part of every build. With this in mind, we're shifting around some stats, build paths, and passives so that we can accomplish this goal. Haunting Guys from 1300 to 1100 gold gives more ability power, less health, and it doesn't give you the increased damage anymore. Okay, interesting. Very, very interesting. A lot of people used to get this item very early because this passive was way too good. Infinity Orb becomes cheaper, 250 gold cheaper, and it gives you 20 more ability power, but it doesn't give you health anymore. Oh god. This is like this is a glass cannon item now. Evelyn. Oh, this item on Evelyn is so disgusting. Oh, it's gonna be even more disgusting because Evelyn doesn't need the health. So now the item is cheaper for Evelyn and it gives her 20 more ability power. Oh my goodness. Oh, I already hate playing against Evelyns that are gonna be building Infinity Orb. Oh. Leander's Torment. Stats stay the same. The cost stays the same. They're removing this passive where you do bonus damage. Unique Torment. Ability deals... Yeah, this is what it used to do. 1% of target maximum health. And the damage doubles if they're slowed and mobilized. They're changing that to dealing ability damage burns enemies. They take 20 damage plus 1.5% of your ability power. Plus 1.5 of the target's max health bonus damage per second. And it doesn't get doubled if they're slowed anymore. So you're not reliant on actually slowing the enemies anymore. This does much more damage actually. Wow. This is actually pretty crazy. This is so much more damage than before. Jesus Christ. It feels like such a massive buff to Leandris right here. Because it burns them for 3 seconds, just like the old Leandris. Actually, the old Leandris... Yeah, it burns them for 3 seconds like the old Leandris right here. They only removed the 6% bonus damage. So that's why they made it stronger, I guess. The green book is... The cost is getting reduced by 300 gold. Oh, you get much less HP, 150 less HP, and 5 less ability power. This is a nerf. I mean, yeah, 150 health and 5 ability power for 300 gold. That's a nerf. Like, that is a nerf. The item is just much weaker now. Prophet's Pendant. I believe that's the magic penetration item. The flat magic penetration item. It's just gonna be cheaper now. The stats. Yeah, it's the flat magic penetration. You get more ability power, no health, and less magic penetration. Okay. Rabadon's Death Cap. What are they changing about it? They're making it 100 gold cheaper. They're changing the build path, and it gives you 10 ability power less. That is a nerf. Yes, that is a decent nerf. You get less ability power. You still get the 40%, but you are getting less ability power, right? Like, that's the whole point of it. I believe it's like, what, isn't it like 30, 35% now? Basically, you're getting 10 less ability power, and the item is only becoming 100 gold cheaper, so that's a nerf to Rabadon's Death Cap. You get less ability power per gold spent. Rune Changes Conqueror. When fully stacked, you gain Omnivamp against any target instead of only against champions. Okay, I guess that's nice. System changes. Minions. Leashing has always been a difficult lever to balance around as a jungler. My back is killing me. As the jungler has little control over it. We're aiming to make leashing less viable, and we'll be balancing junglers based on them not receiving a leash. All lanes will not clash at the same time. The first minion wave in Baron and Dragon lane gain bonus movement speed. Okay, so they're gonna be... Okay, so you're guaranteed gonna miss a minion if you actually leash now. Alright, I guess. That's fine. Omnivamp. Omnivamp is now truly Omni. It will work with true damage. Wait. Glutinous Greaves. Do Glutinous Greaves give Omnivamp? Let me just check that real quick. Oh, so, okay. Glutinous Greaves doesn't give Omnivamp. Alright. But what gives Omnivamp? Which item, which thing gives Omnivamp? Yeah, which item gives Omnivamp? Wait, does Riftmaker... Does Riftmaker give Omnivamp? Yes, Riftmaker gives... Oh, so broken on kill. So broken on kill. And Shyvana, when she gets the upgraded ultimate, she gets 15% Omnivamp, and her upgraded third ability does true damage. But because the Omnivamp got changed, she's gonna be healing from the true damage as well. Oh my god. That's an even bigger buff to Shyvana. This system change right here is probably gonna make Shyvana broken again. Oh god. They're changing the passive gold. Player with the least gold on the team gains 2 gold per second. It's removed now because, yeah, supports have these items now, so they're gonna be getting the gold anyways. Scryer's Bloom, that's the blue vision plant. Instead of spawning at 0.25, it spawns at 0.45. This is great because at mid lane, everyone would just pop the vision plant and see the enemy jungler, and it's so stupid. Smite. To better prevent scenarios where the player smites the wrong target during key fights over objectives. It's okay, this has happened to us one too many times too. Yes. We're making a control adjustment to the spell Smite. Smite will prioritize epic monsters while casted by a quick whip flick. So essentially there is a way for you to just focus on the dragon. That's amazing. So like you can 100% guaranteed smite the dragon if you want to. And that is it. Damn, what a massive patch. What a big patch. Sorry for moving my back a lot. My back is hurting. I'm sorry guys. I need to go to the doctor again. Yeah, all good. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about this patch. And yeah, I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.